All right, boo. We gonna get right into this message. I already pulled a few cards, so I know the 411 right here, right now. Welcome to another read with me, Duchess. Well, we gonna find out what you need right now, and apparently, what you need to know right now is the spirit is telling me, baby, that it's time for you to work on your trust issues. Yes, I said it. Yes, yes, baby. We talking about you, honey. Yes, you. Okay, it's time to heal your trust issues. Spirit is saying yes, baby. Okay, there has been a lot of dirty people out in these streets. There's been a lot of liars. There's been a lot of deception. Yes, okay. There's been a lot of heartbreak. There's been a lot of disappointment. Yes, there has. There's been a lot of regret. Yes, okay. But Spirit is saying here that you don't want this to make you cold hearted. All right. You want it to make you aware. You want it to make you smart. You want it to help you stay on your toes. Right. And you want it to make you discerning. Yes. Right. But Spirit is saying there's a thin line between discernment and then just having trust issues. You get what I'm saying? And so Spirit is saying here it's a time for you to really heal the trust issues that you have so that some blessings can come in for you. Okay, so I'm hearing this is different for each person. For some of you, there's someone that wants to come in and offer you something, right? But you have to trust the situation and be patient. For others of you, Spirit is trying to offer you something, okay? But you again have to be patient and trust the situation. So this can be very stressful, right? When you're on edge, when you're wondering what's going to happen next, because you do have trust issues. The Spirit is saying, you ain't doing nothing wrong for having trust issues because you've been through it, baby. With the things you've been through, the things you've seen, the lies you've heard, the disappointment you've been through. Of course, you're going to start having certain defense mechanisms because you like, I'll be damned if I go through that again. Okay, I'm not about to be stressed. I'm not about to be falling for the okie doke. Ain't nobody about to get over on me, right? But Spirit is saying that you don't want to avoid positive investments, right? By being too distrusting as well. So this is where you learn another lesson, because your first lesson was don't be too trusting, baby, because look, that's why you fell into this deception and heartbreak and pain and disappointment, because it was all the way at one extreme. First it was the extreme of too trusting. So that was a lesson for you to learn. You know what? Let me evaluate before I be too trusting, because that hasn't paid off, right? But Spirit is saying now you went all the way to the other extreme, not trusting a single damn soul. And that's not going to work for you because you have to trust in order to receive your blessing. So say, for instance, and I'm giving a random example, baby, so don't say anything. This is just an example, okay? So say, for instance, right, you prayed or you manifested, you did the ritual, whatever, okay? And you like, you know what, I really need some abundance in my life. I need some positivity. I need some good people. I need a boo, whatever it is, right? And then this shows up right in front of you. If you're too distrusting, you would reject it. You would say no. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is like, this is blessings that is something of fresh, new. This is not talking about toxic situations, okay? So don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused, right? But this is about you being patient enough to stick in there to allow the blessing to form, right? It's like not running away from the blessing before you even get it. So another simple example, say Spirit tells you, look, baby, you got to go on a treasure hunt to get this treasure. But say you like, you know what? Every time I look for a treasure, ain't no damn treasure. So I'm not even about to waste my time looking. You're saying no to your blessing because of a pessimistic outset, right? But if you say instead, you know what? I'm going to trust. Okay. And if I get there and there's no blessing, then that's one thing, but I'm going to try it out. And I'm going to see. So you got to, in order for you to receive that blessing, you have to at least try it out. You can't just sit there and say you're not going or you're not going to get it, right? So there's something here where it's like, Spirit is saying here, the blessing, the abundance is there, but it requires you to patiently and trustingly move forward, okay? Not hold yourself back, not say no, not tell yourself you can't do it, not be afraid. You have to trust and continue to move forward, and then the blessing here that's set for you is going to flow. But you got to heal the trust issues, because Spirit says the trust issues got you tiptoeing around. I'm seeing somebody tiptoeing. It's like you scared to step on, some glass or something here. I forgot what those things are called that makes things go off, because I don't know nothing. But yeah, you scared you're going to step on something, trigger something. right? And Spirit is saying, no, it's okay. Just know that you're discerning, because when you have trust issues, that comes from a place of not trusting in Spirit as well, that you're going to be okay, that you're going to be discerning enough, that you're going to be able to get through anything that comes away. Because just because there's a blessing, right, doesn't mean there might not be some tricks on the way or some deception on the way. So that's why you've went through these situations, these lessons, so that you can pinpoint those areas, right, and address those. But that doesn't mean you run away from the complete blessing, right? So we're going to use some pop culture examples this time, okay? So say, for instance, celebrities. We done heard a couple of them say they being underpaid and stuff like that. But there's a lot of still blessings that you get from being on stage, from the notoriety, from the awards, from the better finances than regular people get. You get what I'm saying? So there's something here where it's like, if you just say, you know what? I'm not going to try to go into acting because they don't pay people right, so I'm going to just give up. You cutting your blessing off. That's called trust issues, baby. Spirit is like, no, get your butt up there, be patient, okay, and realize that this blessing is for you. So the trust issues must be healed. You might be over here hoping and praying for a good love mate, a good partner. You get what I'm saying? Somebody to settle down with, grow with, build love and connection with, right? But if you too scared, then you won't be able to find that individual. If you too scared to kiss a bunch of frogs, baby, you ain't never gonna find your prince or your princess. You gotta kiss the frogs, baby. I know a couple of times you kissed the frog and it came out as some sort of demonic force, and you was like, wait a minute, I didn't know this was what's gonna come out. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a prince or a princess, baby, but it was this nonsense. Spirit is saying that's okay, because you know what to do if you kiss them and they pop out again. You know how to slay them this time, okay? You're like, oh, you wanted them. I got something for you, okay? We're going Buffy the Vampire Slayer on them. I got something for you, right? And then you can keep on kissing until you find the one you're looking for. So this is something about trusting in yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Trust in yourself enough here to let your guard down a little bit, right? And stop having these trust issues, because there's a blessing that wants to come into you, but you can't receive it if your guard is up too high. It's like Spirit is saying, yeah, your guard needs to be up here, but it's like you done built a whole dang Alcatraz, honey, okay? You done built a whole maximum security prison with gates and lights and everything. You like, ain't nobody getting up in here. I'm sick and tired. That sounds like my life, a hot mess, honey, all right? But there's something here where Spirit is telling, I'm taking this message too, telling me and you, okay? Oh, we got to stop it, okay? You gotta let people in. You got to evaluate the situation, right? Evaluate the situation. Look, because Spirit's saying you can fly over the obstacles. I love this flying card because you can see here there's a maze, right? And what happens in a maze? You can get lost. You can get stuck in a maze. You can waste time there. You can be frustrated, all these things. But look, you can fly right over it. So you don't have to be so afraid. You don't have to be so standoffish, right? You don't have to block off the world, right? Just because of some sense of past heartbreak, because a lot of times you can cut off a blessing for that. So I'm giving another example. There was this one guy that I dated, okay? And he was nice and everything, and it was all good. We got along well. But he had these weird boundaries. He liked to be alone. Everything he would talk about was being alone. And that's why I had to confront him, because I'm like, well, why are you talking to me if all you want to do is be alone? And he was like, well, I don't know, because you kind of cool. That wasn't a good enough answer to me, because you ain't going to be wasting my time, because I got my guard up. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, okay, what ends up happening is that his guard was up so much that I was like, we can't do this, because you don't want to talk about nothing. You over-exaggerating. You run from everything. You're acting scary and weird. You get what I'm saying? So it's like he ended up blocking himself from a really good blessing at the end of the day, because why are you doing all this? I wasn't after him. He was scared I was going to try to put some hoodoo on him. I'm like, first of all, I don't even do that. Okay, I don't even know I don't even know where to start. And second of all, who said you all that I would want to do that? That was the major red flag that made me have to let him go. But you see how his own paranoia got him out of a good blessing? Okay, now he going to end up with a 2 when he could have had a 10, but it's because he had his guard up too much, okay? So Spirit is saying there's a similar situation here for you, baby. You need to lower your guard before you lose out on a good blessing, okay? Because Spirit is trying to give you a 10 of a blessing, but if you got your guard up, you're going to receive in less than half of that, right? So it's like you have to go in smart, but not just not go in at all. Another example, say you got to go into a cave and you know is full of lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. You get what I'm saying? And you like, but you know, there's also like, everything's in there. Maybe $10 million, maybe the love of your life. You get what I'm saying? Maybe health and wellness, whatever, mental health, peace, whatever you really want is in there. But if you don't get your staff, if you don't get your sword and your shield and go in there, you have no chance of getting it at all. Okay, so Spirit is saying, don't be scared. Yeah, there's going to be some scary stuff in there. There's some scary things. There's some lies. There's some deceit. There's some treachery. There's all that out there in the world. But that don't mean you can't handle it. That don't mean you don't peep game. And that don't mean you leave your blessings on the table because of it. Hell to the no, no, no. Okay? So you're being told, drop the trust issues. Okay, look. Because you have a compass. You actually know what the hell is going on. So why? It's like if you see something fishy, you would know it. Okay? And you know how to handle it. So Spirit is also saying you don't have to go off the deep end. You don't have to be so extreme. You don't have to be so over the top with it. Okay? You don't have to. If somebody has a... I'm seeing somebody got trust issues so bad, right? A person can't even cough or sneeze. You're like, wait a minute, what you doing? What you got? What's going on? Okay? Let's lower the trust issues, baby. At the end of the day, relax, calm down, okay? Even if somebody sneezes, maybe it's allergies, okay? Maybe you just gonna have to take cold medicine for a couple of days. You'll be all right, honey. You will be all right, okay? Look, Spirit is saying it's time to come together with others or come together with your blessing. And for some of you, Spirit is saying this blessing is coming through another person or persons, group of people. So if you're not willing to come together, then you're not going to be receiving these blessings. So you're going to have to decide, do I want to come in and receive these, or do I want to be afraid and hold myself back? Do I want to deny myself because of my trust issues? Look, Spirit is saying you're going to be in a sad embrace if you deny this. If you let your trust issues run you, you will be in a sad place. And you don't deserve that. You deserve happiness. So don't shut the door on a blessing because you don't trust that it's truly a blessing. Just stick your little toe in, just like a pool of water. So you can't trust if it's hot or cold. What do? We stick a toe in. We stick our hand in. You know what I'm saying? Test the waters. That's what Spirit is saying. Don't just run for the hills. Test the waters. That's the difference here. Okay? So that's how you're going to handle your trust issues, is you're going to test the waters. If it's looking iffy, then you know, backtrack and get the hell up out of there. But if it's feeling cool and warm, then you can get in a little bit more. And a little bit more, and a little bit more, but be looking for sharks and be looking for crocodiles and be looking around. If you don't see nothing, baby, you know this is it. This is it. This is your blessing. This is your time to shine, honey. This is your time. All right. So don't say no. Just say yes to all these goodies and blessings the Spirit has got lined up for you by trusting, believing, and taking those bold steps forward. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. If you want to leave a donation, that's always greatly, greatly appreciated. And I send you extra special blessings. The link for that is below. You can do Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo, or you can also book a reading with me, some coaching with me, some healing with me, which you can all see linked below. Or you can join the Winner Circle, baby, where there's exclusive content and free readings, also linked below in the description or the comment box. I'm going to be talking to you later, boo. Bye.